Hi guys, welcome to another Pick a Card. My name is Johanna. Welcome to the channel, or welcome back. We are taking a look at October's energy. So I have pre-pulled some oracles, but then we're also going to pull some more oracles and tarot in the reading itself. So yeah, we're basically going to see what message wants to come through for you for the month of October. So take what resonates, obviously leave the rest. These are general readings, right? So but timestamps will be down below for you guys. It'll also be in the comments section, so feel free to check that out. We have 3 piles for today. We have pile number 1 here, and I don't actually know what crystal this is. If you know what it is, feel free to comment down below. But I got it this weekend from somebody. It was a gift, so feel free to let me know if you know what this is. But this is pile 1. And then we have pile number 2 with, of course, the amethyst crystals. I also got this one this weekend. It's beautiful. And then pile number 3 has this selenite wand. So take your time to intuitively choose which pile you feel the most drawn to, which one you feel like is for you. If there's multiple that you feel drawn to, feel free to check them out and take, again, the messages that resonate with you. So that is what I have. So take your pick, and I will see you guys in your reading. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome. If you chose this pile, you chose this crystal. If you know what it is, which crystal it is, please feel free to comment it down below. We're going to take a look and see what the energy is for you guys for the month of October. So let's get into it and see pile number 1. So we have midnight with the most magical hour of all. We also have whiskey. Life should be sipped slowly with intention. Be patient as the vision reveals itself. Interesting. We also have boundary here. Number 39. We also have loneliness. Number 27, and we have focus with the number 36. Lots of 9s here. 36 and 27 both break down to a 9. I feel as though I don't really feel like loneliness is a bad thing. I actually feel like this is like you needing alone time this month, and maybe because there's things you're needing to focus on. There could be things that you are, I almost feel like as well, it's interesting actually, now that I look at these cards, this person looks like if these people or these ghosts were to lay down, it's like the sheet would be kind of wrapped around them. I feel like, yeah, it's like you might need some time or some space even just to yourself this month, so that you can focus on something. I'm also getting like you might be completing something or trying to finish something up. It's like there's something specific that I feel like you are focused on this month, that you are working towards, that sort of thing. Now with boundaries, I feel like this has to do with the loneliness, because it's like you might have to set boundaries or say no to certain things this month. There's a little bit of balance. This midnight card talks about like the light and the dark, how we all have the light and the dark, but it also talks about like there's an element of time. So I feel like you're really focused on something this month that you're working on. It's like you're working on your magic, you're distilling things, but it's like that takes time, right? Distilleries, if you think of like alcohol and how they make it, it's like it sits in those barrels for a while before it's ready, right? So it's like I feel like if you haven't been working on something for a while, you're starting something that you're going to be brewing. I'm almost getting like it's going to take some time to unfold. I feel like this month is a month of focusing on what this is for yourself. And you might not also have all the answers. I feel like you're gaining answers this month. You're gaining clarity. This midnight is like the magical hour. So it's like a transition hour as well. So I feel like there's something with your intuition here of like, focus your intention and then allow the insight, allow the visions, allow the your intuitive, ideas, whatever, come towards you. And I feel like you need to maybe be more alone this month in order to gain that. Even if it's just around a situation that you have lack of clarity on, I feel like you need space to process. And then out of that, you're gonna get something like delicious, beautiful. You know what I mean? Like you're going to be able to create something that, even if it's just clarity, but it's like allows you to move forward. So let's get some tarot here and see. What does pile 1 need to know for the month of October? Pile number 1. Whoa, okay, those flew out. We have the 2 of Bats, which is the 2 of Swords. We have the Strength card. Yeah, see, I feel like there's like not knowing the direction of something here. We also have the Chariot. Interesting. And then we have the 9 of Swords. Yeah, you're kind of caught up in your head and in your mind. There's a need to build your sense of self-trust with this Strength card. And you might have to pull back, like slow down in order to speed up. I'm getting with the Strength and the Chariot. It's like both cards are, yeah, we have the Devil energy at the bottom. So you might feel kind of stuck right now as you're entering into October. The Strength, what I was saying before was the Strength and the Chariot are both about control, but they're different ways in which we control. So Strength is like having control over ourselves. It's our internal self. It's also an element of like being compassionate, having soft control. So like it's more feminine. This Chariot is more masculine, where it's like go, do. You gain control by taking action and taking like ownership of that situation, right? And so I feel like you might be struggling to kind of be in this energy where you want to take action and move forward. So there's a need to kind of go inward first to process things a little bit more. And that's where I feel like there's this focus and needing to be alone so that you can actually gain that sense of clarity. Because I feel like for some of you, you're gonna struggle to gain the clarity if you're not intentional and if you're around people all the time. That could really be throwing things off too. Like if you're around people a lot this month and you're not taking that space and that time for yourself, you're going to be really kind of caught up in your head here. Now I do want to see if you are, because it's like you feel stuck. I definitely feel this could be with regards to career or money or something. We have the Queen of Pentacles behind that. I feel like regardless, it's like something that you really want to have. What should pile 1 know about getting kind of out of their head and out of their mind? Is there any advice, or what do they need to know about this? We have the Page of Ghosts, which is the Page of Cups. Yeah, and we have the Death card. I feel like with the Death card, it's like there needs to be a releasing. There needs to be a change in mindset. This Page of Cups, I feel like, is almost like tapping into the vision, tapping into also like a playful energy. So I feel like in some ways it's like not taking things like so seriously, and not that you just like give up, but it's like lightening the energy around it. Maybe you need to go have fun. Also, I think a lot of you might have like some sort of offer or opportunity or an idea even with this Page of Cups that's what you're stressing about. What I'm noticing is the cat, and I don't know if the cat is in all of these, it kind of looks like it, but I'm noticing it's like the cat is like, yeah, let's go this way. Like the cat feels more like both these, the guy and the cat are on the same page, whereas in this one, the cat's like, don't pay attention to these bats, like notice me, right? So it's like, and cats are very intuitive. So I feel like it's like trusting your intuition, especially with this Page of Cups. But you might need, it's like time to come back to your inner child, your sense of self, your playful side. I feel like in the Page of Cups is like more optimistic, Nine of Swords is more pessimistic, right? So it's like shifting your mindset, changing how you approach certain things. But I think having the space and time to go have fun, to take a break, to be by yourself, this could be like vision boarding or dreaming or manifesting, I'm getting to like the intention, but there's a need to change. There's a need to, but you could be stressed about the change, but I feel like there's a need to change your mindset, change your approach, or how you're going about this month. So if you're feeling stuck, I feel like usually when we feel stuck, we like hyper focus on things and we like, that's all we want to like, I just need to figure this out. But it's like sometimes we need to step away. I feel like there's this like a stepping away energy, whether that's from people, places, situations, the thoughts of it, finding ways to connect with ourselves and disconnect from the stress. It's like so that you can gain a different perspective. We have empowerment here. What else here for pile number 1? We have compassion. So that's very fitting with this strength card. Both of these cards, like going inward, finding your strength, finding your power, your empowerment, believing in yourself, right? We do have justice at the bottom. So I just feel like this is really about you finding a sense of balance within yourself this month, especially when you feel kind of caught up in things or caught up in your head or just not solid, you know? What else here for pile number 1? Yeah, interesting. Self-discipline. I feel like this has to do with like this intention, right? Being very intentional about the things you do, who you're around, the actions that you're taking, like being very intentional, but very reflective. And you might also have to be very intentional with like the thoughts that you're thinking, the self-care, self-love, self-work that you're doing this month. Like you might have to really just kind of stay focused. Again, we had the focus energy here. Anything else for pile 1? We have individuality. I feel like, let me see what this one is. We have number 6 with love. It's like reconnecting. We have happy ending here at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like this is about you and what you want with this individuality, going for things, but you also have to be disciplined. You have to be disciplined to reconnecting with yourself, loving yourself, having that compassion, having that, like there's like internal work here or an internal focus, even if you're doing the work already, that needs to happen in order for you to feel like you are moving forward in your path. And again, it's like that intention. I feel like things are going to work out, but it's this, yeah, it's just like being very intentional. Even if you're just trying to create and manifest things, it's like you have to be very intentional with how you're showing up every day, and even if it's like taking just a morning or an evening to sit with that, right? Sit with yourself. What else here for pile number 1 for October? Yeah, interesting. We have number 34 with voyage. You already have all the answers. So you know what you need to do. It's just a matter of, again, doing it. And then we have expectations. Don't seek anyone's approval. So there could definitely be this energy of like, this is, I feel like, this individuality, but it's also this stepping away from people, stepping away from people's expectations, people's thoughts, society's thoughts, right? If you're fearful of any of those things. So let's get some final messages here for pile 1 for the month of October. Oops, got this one. Pile 1. Okay. So we got Tree of Life. It says true wisdom and making good choices in life. This is also giving me like everything's connected. So the decisions and the things that and even the energy that you're in when you make decisions is going to have a ripple effect on your life. So making sure that your energy is aligned so that you can make the good choices or the choices that you need to make, because we had that Two of Swords. Make those decisions, take that action, and it could be decisions around taking action this month, but in order to feel confident in that and feel like you're in the right space, we have to, continually check in on ourselves. We also have Felix Felicius, power symbol to create lucky, serendipitous events. So again, I feel like positive things are happening, but you really have to, I'm also getting like step into your power, right? Step into your energy, your potency. Focus on like the connection of yourself. And then we have Trinka 5, manifesting money and income. So some of you could definitely be making more money. I feel like there is an element here for some of you around like your work or your career, your business, that you could be feeling kind of stuck in. You're going to find the actions and the movement when you can align with yourself and what you want and how you want to move forward, and rather than listening to all these outside expectations or outside ideas of what people think you should do. There's an element of like you needing to align with your authenticity, your truth when it comes to business or what you're creating. This is just like more abundance coming towards you. So that is what I have for you. Pile number 1. Hopefully that resonates. Let me know, obviously, down below. If you know what this crystal is, feel free to let me know. And as well, what are you excited about for October? What are you excited about? What are you working towards? I'd love to know kind of like how this resonates for you. If you guys want more guidance through the month of October, as well as if you're interested in Reiki and Reiki healings, I do have my Soulful Circle community, which is my monthly membership, where I do multiple readings a week. There's a monthly reading with a Reiki healing, as well as a whole library of Reiki healings and stuff like that for you as well. So let me know, or you can check that out down below. The link for that is down below as well. But otherwise, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for being here. I hope October is great to you, and I will see you guys in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome. If you chose this pile, you chose this amethyst crystal. This is going to be your reading for the month of October. So let's see what's going on for you guys. What's the message that wants to come through for you at this time? We have the underworld, where all things pause and begin again. We also have skeleton with strength. Interesting, there's a skeleton on both of these cards. We have maple tree. There's a change coming that is so big it'll shift all that exists. Beautiful. We also have depth with shadow, number 1. So 124. And we have number 9 with guardians. So I feel like you're protected at this time. I feel like this underworld card always makes me think of like Scorpio energy, which makes me think of like transformation, change, but I feel like it's deep. Like I feel like you're maybe going through a really personal transformation. And it's going to shift everything. Like I really feel like this is going to shift. It's like by doing this change within or going through this personal change, it's almost like you're gaining your own sense of strength. And it's like your money's going to change, your relationships are going to change, your career could change, your style could change, like so many things, like your body, your everything. It feels very like it's changing you and you're changing it. So it almost kind of gives me that energy of like, as within, so without. So it's like, as you change, so does your external world. So does the outside world. Some of you might have gone, I almost feel like too, like some of you might have felt like nothing was really moving, nothing was really changing. because it says where all things pause and begin again. So maybe you felt like you plateaued, or you just kind of stuck, or there's like in this void, like this space where nothing was really happening. I feel like that's going to start to change. Like you're going to start to notice change. I think there's some planets that start to come out of retrograde, so that could be influencing a little bit of this. But I feel like your guides are really working with you right now. I'm also getting with this skeleton with strength, it's like you're building a foundation, like a solid foundation that's like, I want to say unbreakable, but also that's like going to help you move forward. It's like, yeah, it's like it's hard, it's solid. So I also feel like you're unshakable. Like you're not, it's not hardness in a bad way where you're kind of like angry and mad. It's like hardness in the sense of like resilience. Like we can, with our bones and how they work, like we can put pressure, and your bones actually like pressure and tension being put on them, because that's what actually helps them stay strong. That's what helps them stay, it's what helps them grow and heal and whatever. So I feel like there's something about like being under pressure. It's giving me like that, the diamond analogy, that like putting pressure creates the diamond. It's like that. So as much as you've been through challenging things, or this transition might be challenging, or changes are hard, or it's making you who you are, it's making you more, it's helping you become more of who you are. It's helping you go through, like there's a beauty in that transformation. I always think about that. I love change in a way. Like obviously it's not always fun, and it's not always easy, but it's crazy to me that people want to stay where they are. Because I'm just like, I just find there's so much purpose in change. There's so much, and this is like my own belief, but like there's so much purpose. There's so much excitement in change. Again, it can be challenging and it can be hard, but it's like, that's also life, you know? So I feel like change is so beautiful in its own unique way, without discrediting obviously the trials and tribulations that can kind of come with it. But this really feels like you're morphing into like more of just who you already are. It's like you're having like an awakening. You're having an opening, an expression, an expansion. So let's see if we can get a little more specific here with you, pile 2. What is going on for this month of October? What do they need to know? This does feel internal. So some of you could also be going through like more of a physical change. Like with your health or your body, the way it looks. But I feel like it would be more like underneath, like the insides of you are changing. So I don't know if you're like healing your gut or your mindset, or like, yeah, maybe you're losing weight or gaining weight, and that's like, you know what I mean? It's changing your outside appearance, but it's like internal changes that you're making. Take that for what it is. It might not be relevant, but we have the Lovers. Will you or won't you? The choice is yours. We also have number 21, the World. Yay, you did it. Now do something to celebrate a job well done, which is like, the World to me is always like kind of this completion, right? We have Page of Wands. Just because you're passionate about it doesn't mean it'll be effortless. And we have 5 of Swords. You can't be right all of the time. So there is stress. Things aren't going to be maybe easy. There might be challenge. There might be a little bit of struggle as well. You might also, what I'm getting with this 5 of Swords, like you might not be right in the sense of like, you might have to, there's going to be things to learn along the way. I feel like there's a choice to kind of like step into the new chapter. I feel like that's what this Lovers is. It's like this, are you going to align with the new path? I feel like you've this old part of you, this old version of you is really like you've completed something, again, there's change, right? But it's like you're going into shifting into this newer energy with this Page of Wands. And I feel like there's probably excitement and passion, and like exciting because you're seeing yourself change. There might be some challenges. There might be some learning, some things you thought were true that maybe aren't true. Whatever, like kind of these like little bumps in the road is kind of what I'm getting. But it's ultimately up to you of whether you're going to choose to step into this new path. There's this transition here with the world. Like 5 is change. 5s are change. But with this being the Lovers and a 6 card, it's making me think like, are you ready to step beyond the struggle where you've been? You have so much strength to be able to do this. You have so much resiliency. Like you've built up a lot of strength, and I feel like you're continually gaining strength. You're continually growing. But it's like, are you ready to explore? Are you ready to start new things, try new things? Yeah, we got the Death card here with Broom. Tidy up your life so you can make space for something better. And that's what I feel like you're doing here. You're clearing things. This is going to be a big month of clearing. There could be change that's happening for you this month. I feel like it's internal, and then you're going to start to see the big shifts kind of like after this. I feel like especially the kind of this last part of the year. So as you make the conscious choice to align with the new timeline, I feel like this is really kind of what this is. It's like you entering a new timeline, a new version of yourself, but you're kind of in the novice energy, right? Like you're in the beginning stages of being this new person, of exploring this new terrain and like who you really are at this time. And I feel like as you move towards that, your outside world is really going to start to shift. So let's see. This is a very nice energy here. Let's see what some other oracles here have to say for you, pile 2. Pile 2 for the month of October. What do they need to know? Yeah, look at that. We got freedom. Oops. And we also have, career. So some of you could be starting something new with your career. You could be looking at changing paths. Some of you are just leveling up in the sense of like, because you're freeing yourself and this could be like your limiting beliefs, your thoughts, you're like realizing that there's more that you can have. So going through like the internal changes, that could be changing your career. Yeah, we have grieving. It's like you're grieving this old version of you because you're going through this transformation. So you're grieving what used to be. I feel like this month though might be this realization of like, wow, I've like changed so much about myself. And I don't feel like the person I used to be. There's going to be a lot more freedom and growth for you to show up as you want to or how you want to. What else here for pile number 2? We have abundance here at the bottom of the deck. So we have synchronicity. We also have nature. So getting outside, getting in nature. I also feel like this is like getting back to your true nature, like who you really are. And we have financial discipline. So there definitely is something around money and career this month. Like I feel like you could be, maybe you've been disciplined financially with yourself. And so you're starting to see those shifts, but I feel like there would also be a shift around like your mindset around money, you know, as well, that you've had to change or that you have changed. Synchronicity, I feel like I just saw 1111 as I looked up. There's going to be signs. I think you're going to see these signs that like you have changed, you have morphed. And I feel like there's also signs that, because we go from 87 to 88, so I feel like there's signs that abundance, things like that are coming in. There's definitely healing here though, for sure. Definitely healing. So there's healing around like your money, your career, things like that. But I feel like it's from like an internal change, an internal shift here. What else here for pile 2 in the month of October? Some of you might also be seeing your money very differently or your career very differently. Yeah, interesting. We have raindrops. Take a chance on them. We also have lioness. You've earned all your stripes. Yeah, this is that interesting 13 again. This is that change. This is that transformation that, again, the good and the bad, the things that you've gone through, you've earned that by moving through it, letting yourself change and not staying where you are. You've taken a chance, I feel like, on yourself, or you're ready to take a chance on yourself. And see what's possible. The bottom of the deck, we have sword, make the change. And that change is there's going to be a big like ripple effect of this, I feel like, in your life. So I'm excited to see where this is going to take you. I would love to know in the comments if there's anything like, what is this specifically that you've been working on? If you feel called to share, obviously, because it could be quite personal, but what have you been working on to change in your life? So let's see, what are the final messages here for pile 2 for the month of October? What do they need to know? Ooh. Anything else for pile number 2? Okay. So we have on target. Follow your ideal life path. You are on target. I feel like again, the work that you're doing is creating the changes that you want to see. We also have, wishes come true. Rapid achievement of your dreams and wishes, because you're on the right path. You're doing the right things. You're doing the things that are helping you grow. And then we have goddess, healing feminine energy. So some of you could be, I feel like this is like receptivity, like you're healing your worthiness, you're healing like how you see yourself. So like you're healing your self-worth, your own value, how you perceive yourself, knowing that you're worthy of all the things that you want. And you're also, that's going to help bring these things towards you. So there's very much this, like, you're not in a victim mindset. You're in this like very expansive, things are possible for me. I believe in myself. I believe in what's possible for my life. So I really like this because I really feel like this is going to create some really powerful change for you. So I'm really excited to see where this takes you, pile number 2. So let me know if this resonated for you. Hopefully it did, because this is a great reading. If you guys want more additional support or readings from me, feel free to check out the Soulful Circle membership. I do meditations, Reiki healings, all that kind of stuff, as well as readings for you throughout the week, as well as monthly readings. So if that's something you're interested in, feel free to check that out. The link for that is down below to kind of just see what it's about. And yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, a wonderful month of October, and make sure you guys like and subscribe if this resonated for you and you want to see more from me on this channel. And I will see you guys in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome. If you chose this pile, you chose this selenite wand. This is going to be your reading for the month of October. So let's see what's going on for you guys. Pile 3, we have invisibility with authenticity. Interesting. We have hearth, happiness in our hearts and homes. Let's see what else. Harvest moon, slow your heart and move gently into the corning of self. Sorry, the coming. The coming of self. Okay. I feel like you're stepping into your authenticity here. We also have alchemy, number 23. We have mystery, number 3. And we have gratification, number 40. So 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is interesting with how I put them down. So we have 20, which breaks down to a 2. We have 3, we have 40, which breaks down to a 4. And then we have 23, which breaks down to a 5. So interesting. There's like this, so when I get like numbers like that, especially when they go in order like this, there's progression. I feel like there's like things are moving forward. Now, interesting, the harvest moon will be in, I believe it's October 7th, which will be the full moon in Aries, I believe, because we'll be in Libra season. So it should be a full moon in Aries. So that could be a significant time for you guys, being that this came up in yours. I feel like you've kind of kept yourself hidden though. Like, I feel like there's something where it's like, even with mystery here, it's like you've kind of like, I feel like you're, because this card says Kraken, I'm getting like unleash the Kraken, which I'm pretty sure is, I think that might be the slogan or something for the alcohol Kraken. But I feel like it's like time for you to unleash yourself, who you really are. It's like you're alchemizing, you're bringing things, you're coming more into like who you authentically are. And it's feeling, I feel like, really good. And there's this content, there's like this feeling of like coming home to yourself. So I don't know if it's like people you're around or things like that. It's interesting though, there's not really people. There's like, she's on her own. There's something with animals because there's lots of animals around. But each girl or each person thing is on their own, which could just indicate that it's like a personal change, which obviously this would be, but it's like you're feeling less influenced by what other people think of you. Like, I feel like she looks very kind of confident. She looks very like powerful, right? And I feel like you've gone through the depths. You've gone through, it's interesting. There's deep, dark, and dangerous. So it's like which is like up in here. It's like because you're coming into your power, your strength, it's like it's making you obviously more powerful, but it's like making you kind of dangerous. You're feeling like it almost kind of gives me like dark feminine kind of energy, where it's like, I don't know, it's almost kind of giving me this like nothing can stop you. Let's see what's coming up specifically with the tarot here for pile number 3. It's interesting, there was a similar message with pile 2, but this one feels different in a way. Let's see. Some of you might have been drawn to both, but pile 3 for October. We have the 3 of Wands. Pile 3 for October. You guys are getting a lot of the naked cards. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. Okay, so then we have, let me see here. We've got, I'm just going to kind of put these together, but we've got the Star and the Queen of Cups. And then we have the Lovers. Yeah, interesting. Page of Wands. The other pile got, like pile 2, also got the Page of Wands and the Lovers. But I was using a different tarot deck. We have King of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. You're healing. The Star and the Queen of Cups, this is like healing your heart, healing yourself. I feel like there's decisions, choices. Clarify this, Lovers. Yeah, 2 of Swords. There's definitely a choice. 9 of Pentacles. It's like trying to figure out what's best for you. What's this Page of Wands? Because I feel like clarify this Page of Wands. 3 of Cups. Okay, so and the Emperor. I feel like there's like, again, it's like taking your own authority. Some of you could be entering new circles, new groups, maybe like changing your career, changing where you work or something like that. But I feel like there's like happiness with this Three of Cups. It's like, again, things feel good, but I also feel like you're kind of entering this, or you could be entering this place of power or authority, like where you're, yeah, this could be a new role. Ace of Wands, Three of Pentacles. You could be teaching or guiding other people, but it's new to you. Like you might feel like a newbie. You might even feel like I don't really even know what I'm doing. Maybe one more with this Page of Wands. Yeah, Page of Swords, Five of Pentacles. Yeah, you could be like questioning whether you have enough skill, you have enough talent. I feel like this is where the choice is coming in. Like, do I step into this role? Do I step into, yeah, because we even have the Empress. The Devil was like this though. So I almost feel like this is like you hiding, like it's interesting that it was reversed. It's making me feel like this was like blocking the Empress. It's blocking the abundance. It's like this devil energy. So it's like a shadow aspect that you might just be realizing, like it's kind of coming out to play, like insecurities, imposter syndrome, like that sort of thing. But I also feel like you're ready for this. It's just whether you are going to let yourself move past the fear. Clarify Three of Wands for pile 3. Yeah, Ace of Swords. There's direction. Nine of Pentacles. There's direction on your path. I feel like you know what you want. Ace of Swords, Three of Wands. It's whether you feel like you're ready to step into that path. But that's where it's like needing to believe in yourself, heal your heart, heal your connection to yourself. Clarify this Star, Queen of Cups energy. Nine of Cups. Six of Pentacles. There's a wish, there's a dream coming true here. There's something that you want. I also feel like you've really healed your sense of self. You could be feeling very abundant at this time, feeling very good about things. But then it's almost like this choice or this decision comes in and you're like, ooh, I don't know if I'm ready. There's questioning your doubting yourself, your worthiness, your path. I feel like though there's an opportunity for you to really step up. It's only because you're stepping into feel like something new that you're questioning yourself, and it's like it's bringing up old fears, maybe things that you thought you healed. So this is interesting. I feel like too, especially with this being the full moon, this might be something you can clear around this time, like this feeling of like not being good enough, right? Slow your heart and move gently into the coming of self. Like allow yourself to evolve, allow yourself to like move past these fears so that you can step more into who you're meant to be in this lifetime. Let's see, what else for pile 3 here for the month of October? Okay, we got a lot of cards here, but I kind of feel called to take it. Okay, so the first one that came out was pride. I feel like pride could be kind of like, in some ways, like getting in your way. Maybe you're afraid to make mistakes, or you're like, you know what I mean? Like when it comes to this new thing. We also have karmic completion and self-love that came out. You have healed. You have completed this cycle. And I almost just feel like this is a test, right? In a way of like, okay, you say you love yourself. You say you've worked through this. Like, let's see, right? So it's like, are you going to choose yourself and believe in yourself and love yourself no matter what? Even though you're new, even though you might not have all of what you think you need to have to be prepared. You know what I mean? Like that sort of energy. We also have love partnership. These came out together. Love partnership, teaching and learning. And then we have patience. Again, you're learning. I almost feel like this love partnership is reminding me, like, it's like the six, or the lovers, sorry, that was here. So it's like, I feel like this is like, there could be people, partnerships. Again, there's 3 of Cups here, right? So it's like, you could be teaching and learning other people or teaching other people. And it's like this dance these partnerships, but you have to be patient. Like, it's going to take time for you to get comfortable, for them to be able to learn from you, to build a connection, to build the relationships, even if you're helping other people or whatever this is. And then I also feel like this love partnership, again, is you. It's like, okay, so now if we put you into this new space, this new beginning, this new path where you're not maybe an expert yet, are you going to still love yourself and be patient and kind to yourself during this process? We also have healing at the bottom of the deck. So it's like, this is like a process of you healing. It's like Spirit's trying to get you to clean up this karma. But it really feels like almost like imposter syndrome, or feeling like you don't feel good enough for this position or this experience, or maybe you're looking for a love partner. And so it's like you've been healing your own heart, you've been healing your own wounds, self-worth, that sort of thing. But now you got to get out and date, and you got to feel comfortable with that and believe that you're good enough and that you're deserving of a good partner. And there might be additional things you have to learn now that you're going out and dating, that sort of thing. And learning how to be your own person in relationships. What else here for pile number 3 for the month of October? We have finding. This is like finding your sense of self. We have justice. Yeah. Love. Life purpose. I feel like this is setting you on the right path. You believing you're worthy, you believing, and it's easy. I don't want to say it's easy, but it's easier to believe in ourselves, to love ourselves when nothing is like triggering us, when nothing is like testing us, right? Whether that's new jobs, careers, leadership positions, relationships, right? Love in general. It's easy to be like, yeah, I love myself. But then when the situation comes up to test that, how are you doing, right? Do you then all of a sudden, fall out of that energy? And it's normal to do that. But I feel like this is like what you're learning. I feel like you're finding this sense of balance and love within yourself. Like you're getting kicked out of that energy less often. So you're aligning. It's taking time, but I do feel like you're clearing up a karma here. And if it's career, it's the same sort of thing. Like you're finding your own sense of worth and love and value. And that's bringing in good things in your career as well. So it's like you stepping into your power, but it's stepping into your power because you love yourself, you trust yourself. You know you're worthy of things. We have raindrops, take a chance on them. What else here for pile 3 in the month of October? I'm hearing you would take a chance on them, so why would you not take a chance on yourself? We have mirror, treat your body like the palace it is. So this I just feel like is like self-love, self-care. And then we have sword, make the change. Bottom of the deck, we have Phoenix. How is that for a happily ever after? Things are changing. Things are shifting because you're going to feel more good about your life and the direction, especially, that you're going in. Because, again, you just feel good about yourself. It's like what people say when, like, money doesn't really buy you the happiness. It's not that money can't buy you good things that make you happy. But if you still don't love yourself, the money still won't matter. You'll still have, struggles in life. You still won't feel fulfilled, because that comes from within. Money is definitely important, but and it's important for our survival and can help our stress levels and things like that. But if you have the money and you still don't love yourself, you're still going to have the same problems, right? What else here for pile number 3 for the month of October? Final messages for pile 3. I also feel like how you treat yourself is how you're going to be treated by others, right? Okay, so first card we have achievement. Win the award, accolade, or contract. So you're winning. I feel like you're achieving because you're getting this opportunity. Like it feels like an achievement. I feel like it is what you want, but it's like self-doubt starts to creep in. We have fire. The element of fire heralds new life, renewed passion, and positive transformation. I just feel like you're going through this transformation, this change, and you're stepping into your power, which it's interesting, actually, the power symbol is at the bottom. And then we have happy love, a joyful, stable partnership, and good friends. I feel like this happy love is, again, you and your relationship with your sense of self, but also there is other people here that I feel like either you're helping or dating or whatever. And I feel like you're attracting better relationships because you're loving yourself. Again, you would take a chance on them, so why would you not take a chance on yourself, right? This is like really you understanding, again, your value. So that's what I have for you guys. Hopefully that resonates. Let me know down below. If not, you can check out another reading, obviously. And if you like this, make sure you like and subscribe. Obviously it would be great for me, the channel, this reading. Make sure it gets out to other people all over YouTube for whoever needs it. If you guys want more additional readings or kind of consistent stuff from me, feel free to check out the Soulful Circle membership. That is where I do multiple readings a week, a monthly reading, as well as I incorporate my Reiki and my different meditations, that sort of stuff in there, a whole library of tools and resources that you can use. So if you're working through some of this stuff and you need some support or want some guidance, that is the place to be. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day, a wonderful month of October, and I will see you guys in the next reading. Bye.